Hiya, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this pencil topper. It's a pipe cleaner pumpkin, and this is a collaboration with Lindsay from Perpetually Charmed, who's going to be making a beaded star. So both are going to be in this video, so stay tuned and watch, because they're really easy. So for this project, all you're going to need is 4 pipe cleaners, 3 of them orange and 1 of them green. And you're also going to need a felt pen or something to wrap the pipe cleaners around. So I'm going to hold one end of the pipe cleaner and tightly wrap it around this pen to make a spiral, and it holds in place nicely, so that makes sure it's nice and tight, and then pull it off and you're left with a little spring. So we're going to do that with all 3 of the orange pipe cleaners. So this is just a really quick craft to do. Not all my crafts have to be like really long and completed. It's just a nice simple one. Get in the mood for Halloween. I know it's early, but there's Halloween stuff in the shops now. Last year, Halloween stuff was like really late in the shops. So I actually like that they're here early. So this is the 3rd one. It's easy to do. I don't know why this one was a bit more tricky. I kept letting go of it by accident. Okay, so that's the 3rd one. Then we're going to grab the green pipe cleaner, and we're just going to slide this through the middle and basically put all 3 onto the green one. And then we're going to take one end of the green pipe cleaner, push them all down so they're a bit squished a bit, and we're going to go through like the other end of the hole. So it's going back on itself, and you want to go through it about halfway. So about halfway through the 2nd spring. And then you just kind of pull it tight. Don't pull it fully at the moment though, because this is a pencil top, you want it to fit on the top of a pencil. So you get a pencil, hold it in the middle, and you pull it as tight as you can so it fits around the pencil and it stays on there snug. You want to make sure you're holding both ends when you do that. Then we're going to pull the green pipe cleaners up to the top and give it a little twist to hold it in place. And now we're just going to make the little stem of the pumpkin. So we're going to take one end of the pipe cleaner and just bend it back down on itself. Like that. Then we're going to get the other one and twist it around the bit that we just bent down. So this is just to make that little bit a bit thicker. So you can make this bit as big as or as small as you like, how thick you like. I just wrapped it around up and then went back down once, and then you can just cut off any excess you don't need. And then this other little bit, I'm just gonna give it a little twist. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, it's nearly done. So now I'm just gonna trim these bits off. I still need to get some new pliers because these ones, they're just so old, they don't cut very well anymore. But that's it. Just straighten it up, and that's your little pumpkin done. And then you can just pop it on the top of your pencil, and there's your pencil topper, all ready for Halloween. I know it's still summer, but still Halloween. I'm not made for the sun. And also, you can do the same thing, but using like craft wire. So you use little tiny, like thin wire, and you can make the same thing, and you can make a little hoop on top instead of just doing a straight bit, and it makes a little charm, which is really cute. I wish you could see it properly, but the camera weren't picking it up very well, but it is really cute. So that's it, really simple. And yeah, who doesn't love Halloween or fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But now you get to check out Lindsay's tutorial, which is a beaded star, and there's also some other nifty stuff you need to see in there as well. So stay tuned and watch that.
I'm Lindsay from Perpetually Charmed, and I'm going to show you how to make a beaded star. And these would be great matches with some of my other Halloween items that I have in my shop. I have a couple of different Halloween ghosties. along with different turtles. So I'm not going to show you how to make these because these are in my shop. But let's get started with a basic star. So for this one, I'm just going to use orange beads, and I have a scrap piece of string from some of my other projects, but you can use whatever string you like to bead with. This is a very, very basic tutorial. So we're going to start by stringing on 10 beads. So I've got 3 so far. These are plastic pony beads. They can be done with seed beads though. This can be done with any type of bead really that you'd like. So you're going to slide it down to one end of the string, leave yourself a good little tail, and then you're going to tie it in a circle, your longer end of the string, and go through one of the beads, one of the ones closest to the knot, of course. Now you're going to string on 3 more beads. If you're trying to make a color variation pattern, it will matter what order you put them on. I have a couple different variations in my shop, but right now we're just doing the most basic. So then you're going to skip the next bead and string through the next bead, and only that bead, and pull it through. So there's your first point. Now you're going to string on 3 more beads. And then do the same thing. Find what bead your string is coming out of, skip the next one and go to the next one, pull it through, and that gives you your second point. Now you're going to do that 3 more times. Now when you get to the last point, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle because that's where your knot was, but it's okay to gently pull the string a little taut if you need to feed that point through the bead that you need it through. If you're using a thinner string or wire, this might not be a problem for you. It really all depends on your material and how big of a knot you used. And it's okay if it takes you a little bit, just make sure you're gentle and you will get it. There we go. Now you're gonna pull that tight. Now from here you can pull all of your points tighter because they may have loosened while you were putting on the other ones. Just give everything a good little tug, and then you can tie your string off with that tail that you left, and then cut off your excess, and then you have yourself a little hollering star that you can add a keychain to, or if you used smaller beads, you could put a necklace on it, or you can just hand them out as little favors. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my link in my bio for my Etsy shop with all these other goodies, along with my other social media where I post a little more often than I do here.
So that was it. I hope you enjoyed both parts of this collab, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Make a patchwork of our choice, scraps of love that time employs. Through our crafts we build and mend. In the end, hearts always blind. Materials may come alive. When we're together, dreams survive. Creativity flows and ends. In the end, hearts always blend.